Hey Brandon, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. What's going on?
Well, hey, thanks for taking the time. I know you're extremely busy with the new brokerage, but I really needed to get you on video to ask you some questions. I'm getting just pummeled with questions by realtors wondering what's going on, and it's exciting, dude. I'm very, very excited, but I really need to dial in. And I figured we could make a quick video to answer a lot of these questions that were being answered.
Yeah,
So
dude, I'd love to, man. And I think, your thoughts or your ideas on this, it makes a lot of sense because you're right. I mean, we get a ton of questions daily, how do you do this? And what about that? And all these different things. And so, yeah, I think that if we get deep on some of the topics that we hear, I think that could make a lot of sense.
So the branding. Let's talk about the branding. It's all behind you. I mean, that's a perfect view. The branding is fantastic. And here's one of the fun questions I'm getting. And so I'm going to give you some deeper questions, but the one fun one, is this a franchise?
Mm, yeah, that's a great question. So, and thank you, because I think that I speak for everybody at Brookstone, including you and I. I think we're very proud of the branding. And one of the things that we thought of, it's not a franchise. This is an independent brokerage. So our agents aren't any franchise fees, nothing like that. However, one of our commitments to our agents is that we want them to feel a brand that they are proud of. We want them to feel a brand that not only they're proud of, that they want to share with the world because they love the company that they're part of. And we wanted our branding and our marketing to feel as such that of a large organization. So I think a lot of the feedback that we're getting, Tom, is just that people, is that a franchise? Like, I love your marketing and it looks really super sexy. And it's not. We hired a designer to create all of our own designs. So no, it is not a franchise.
No, it's great. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback too. So my business cards for the first time in I don't know how long, I love them. I love my
Good.
business cards. I love my branding. Our for sale by owner backup plan brochure.
Yeah.
Everything that comes with it is awesome. So that was the fun one. I'm letting you off easy with that question.
No problem, man. I'm
All
ready
right,
for the hard ones. Give me the hard ones.
let's get in the nitty gritty. All right. So the number one question I'm being asked is how in the world is 100% commission brokerage sustainable?
Yeah, great question. And by far, it's the number one question that we get. So for whoever's going to watch this now or in the future, what they have to understand is this concept is not new. It's not a new concept. It's new to Michigan. And that's why I think, Tom, we're getting so many questions on it, because agents for the first time, they're looking at this and saying, no way is that possible. It's just too good to be true. And so there's a couple things to consider. We've seen these models in states all around the country not only succeed, but dominate the marketplace. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 6,000 agent companies and be the dominant players in their entire state, bigger than the big franchises. And so this concept behind us, Brookstone, will be that one day. It's obviously going to take us some time, but understanding that, number one, it's not a new model. These models have been fully vetted out by financial experts, and at scale, they work very, very well. Now, the question that people keep asking us, Tom, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but they keep asking, how is it that it's possible? I mean, how can you guys operate a business model like this? Like, how is that sustainable? So here's the thing I help people understand. I'm going to take our company and I'll just kind of match it up with one of the big franchises. It doesn't matter. KW, Coldwell Banker, Remax, I don't care. How the models worked in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, all the way up until Gary Keller started the CAP program. An agent was on a 50-50 commission split with a brokerage until the CAP came out in the 80s, right?
Yep.
Then now these 100% concepts are coming up. And if you look at, we'll look at our model versus the local Keller Williams as an example. And you look at two companies that have, let's just say, 100 agents at each company. Is that fair?
Okay. Yeah.
So here's the thing the agents are not understanding when they look at it from a business standpoint. You see, at Keller Williams or Remax or Coldwell Banker, anybody that's on a cap plan, that company only makes money when an agent closes on a transaction. So here is something for people that are watching this to consider. You got a 100 agent company over here, call it Keller Williams. It could be any company, but call it Keller Williams. Out of that 100 agents, Tom, how many agents would you say are productive? Would you say it's the top 20%? That's what they keep talking about?
So top 20% is usually the cappers, right?
Okay.
They're the ones that cap, and then they make their commission.
Okay, so
right.
Top 20% are top producers. Then you have this middle pack that are, half cappers or whatever the case may be. And then you got this bottom tier that don't sell any homes at all. They're just kind of hanging out, right? So that whole business model only generates revenue when these people are selling homes. So their cash flow is very spotty. Now, that's how that model works. Our company works off of, we are a membership-based brokerage, meaning our agents, and we'll get into some of these plans, I'm sure, in just a second, our agents pay a small monthly membership. So now imagine a world, you have both of these companies scaled up to 100 agents, you have 100 agents paying on a monthly membership, 100 agents here, but over here with the Keller Williams, they're only making money if they sell homes. This is why you see companies like these Snap Fitnesses popping up everywhere, because it's a cash flow business. Right. And so from a high level, the reason why these 100% commission companies scale and do so well is because they are more consistent from a cash flow perspective.
Oh yeah, I could see that completely.
And let me just end with this, because I want this to be very clear for people watching this. If we were investors and you and I were looking at business models to invest in, most investors are looking at cash flow, not cash spurts. And so the franchise model, the reason why, Tom, we did not open a franchise was because, quite frankly, it was more risky for me to open a franchise off of a cash spurt business. And any broker owner will tell you the same thing. That's why something called cap management is out there. Have you ever heard that term before?
I have. Oh, yeah.
So a lot of these broker owners talk about cap management. That's why they bring these agents on different caps, and they start them and stop them in different areas, because they have cash flow problems. Well, membership-based companies like we are very good from a cash flow perspective because our cash flow is consistent. So that's how I would answer that. So,
one would think, so the next question that will come up, one would think that, okay, great, it's a membership. And so I don't want to scare anybody away. Like so you said Snap Fitness, and I pay Snap Fitness $40 and I never use it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we don't scare those people away, but I'm also hoping that we do scare those people away, because there are probably 50-60% of those people that don't produce at other brokerages. You're not really looking for that, right? You're looking for people that sell some homes per year.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I think our business model is built for an agent who wants to be as productive as possible based on their own goals, based on their own life, good or bad. I don't look at somebody or an agent who wants to sell, that's part-time in the business, that wants to sell a couple homes a year as a bad thing. I think that's fine. And I think based on certain people's goals and ambitions, whatever they want to do is fine. But yeah, our company is not built for agents that just want to hang their license.
Right. So that came up. Somebody said, so I'm paying a membership fee to hang my license at your broker.
Yeah.
And I said, no, we're probably not for you.
Yeah.
And I said, the brokerage offer is much more than just a place to hang your license. And it's much more than just a membership fee. And so could you go through a few of the things that the membership includes? Yeah.
Great question. So we have 2 memberships. Okay. So one of our memberships, or our flagship program, our gold membership, is $299 a month. Mm-hmm. So an agent pays $299 a month, and they keep 100% of their commission. So when they close on a transaction and it's a $6,000 commission, all $6,000 goes to the agent. Okay. And they pay $299 a month or $3,600 a year to run their business. Okay. Now we've got a one pay option that's $3,000 if someone wants to prepay that for the year. The question is, okay, what comes with that membership?
Right.
Well, we have office space. We have marketing and branding materials for the agent. All of our agents are provided with a KV Core, the full platform, front-end lead generation, back-end CRM automation. An agent gets to plug into our coaching systems and our coaching programs, no cost. Agents get to plug into our lead generation systems, no cost. So all of those things come with both of our memberships, but that's one membership program. Our other membership is for the agent that maybe is part-time or their levels of production aren't as high, and that's our Black membership. And that membership program is very simple. It's $99 a month, and when they close on a transaction, the agent would pay $495. That's it. They're not giving up 20, 30, 40, 50% of their commission. They pay $495, which is capped at 10 transactions. So both memberships include all of our tools, technology, coaching, training platforms, all of our lead generation platforms, office space, all of those things are included with our memberships.
So an agent that thinks they're going to sell 5 a year would probably make sense to go with $99.
Yep.
Right? And then they're going to pay $495 a deal.
Yep.
Call it. But if something happens and they have some rock star year, you're still capping them?
Yeah. Great question. Yeah. So that's what that model is built for, is for an agent that says, I'm part-time, or, I don't know how things are going to go. So I like all the tools. I like all the technology I get for $100 a month. They don't pay for printing at our office either. So they get all color printing and all unlimited printing. There's no monthly bills, no tech fees. E&O insurance is all included. So they pay $99 flat per month. And to your point, yeah, if they have a stellar year, that gets capped at 10 transactions per year. They'd only pay $495.
So they have the security of paying a lower membership fee because that's what they need today. And at any point, can they transition to $299?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So yeah, I imagine you're going to climb the ranks really, really fast with agent count.
We are going to do that.
So for everybody watching, yes, I'm absolutely signed on. I am an agent, and it took me all of about how long to decide, Brandon?
Not very long, because you want to know why? Leaders make quick, decisive decisions when they see the opportunity, which is exactly what you did.
Oh yeah. My decision making took all of about maybe an hour.
Yep.
And I was very happy with where I was at. And this is the model I want to be part of. And what I found value with, Brandon, is the coaching. I know you hit on all the things, KV Core, 100% commission and everything, but the coaching, the programs that you've already built out over the last couple of years or a handful of years, and the weekly coaching and the accountability calls and the mentorship programs and all of those things, that's what really attracted me. And you get all of that because there's a lot of people out there paying a lot of money for coaches. And the fact that that's all part of the value proposition for Brookstone is definitely why I'm a Brookstonian.
Yeah, I love it, man. No, you're right, Tom. You're right. A lot of agents pay a lot of money in commission splits, and they're forced to go and incur more costs for different tools and technology and for coaches out there. And I think you're right. I think once agents learn more about our business model and all the things that we're trying to do, because we have what we call an agent-centric business model, we've really built this organization for the agent to succeed at the highest level. We win. This is what I think about every night, Tom. What I think about every night, because everyone's so concerned with, well, how can you do this, Brandon? How is it sustainable? And I appreciate people caring about me. But I will win if we help enough other people win. And that's a business model that I think people just aren't used to so much. So they get a little maybe skeptical. But, under our, we talk about this all the time. But let me see if I can find it. So right here, servant leadership. people are not used to being part of a servant leadership organization where there's a group of people really out there in the world that want what's best for me. And once they get part of our company, they say, holy crap, I can't believe that this is actually real. So, listen, I think, again, it's going to take some time to catch on, which is fine. We're here to stay. We're here to build a platform with our membership-based brokerage where agents can plug in, get coaching, training, support, the tools, technology, marketing that they need to grow their sales, and then from a 100% commission model, protect their bottom line, because agents are getting nickel and dimed to death with all of these companies trying to sell them shit all the time. And we want to make those two things true. We want an agent to be most productive and the most profitable agents in the marketplace, period.
So I did some quick math here. And the reality is, with every $500,000 in sales, so that could be one home, that could be two homes, it could be three homes, depending on where you're at. Every $500,000 in sales, the agent's going to have $4,500 if they're at the typical 30% split. $4,500 more in their pocket.
Wow. That's for every how much in sales?
Every $500,000.
Wow.
And you know what? You know what else is interesting? You know how everybody gets so excited about capping?
Yes.
Everybody gets so excited about capping. Typical agency, hey, I capped and the money's mine for the rest of the year. And they're just celebrating and they're out to dinner and they're just enjoying life, right? It could be on month 3. It could be on month 1. It could be on month 11. And then they're thinking, how do I jam in a bunch of deals month 12 when I get 100% commission? There is no such thing as a cap here, except for the $99 program, the black membership you said. There's no such thing as a cap. You're always capped.
Yep, you're always capped.
You're always capped. So I'm sorry, my dog just barged in here.
That's all right. I love dogs.
She makes herself at home. She just cracks open the
Perfect.
door. But yeah, you're always capped. And that's a massive difference. It's a really massive difference when it comes to January, February, March of any year, April, when it tends to slow down a little bit after the holidays, right before spring, right before it's going to ramp up. And you need every dollar you can get. You just depleted your money for Christmas. You're waiting going to spring, and then somebody's going to take 36% from you.
Yeah.
Or 39% from you, or whatever, 20% from you. That's way too much. So the 100% or the membership-based brokerage is a fantastic idea. I'm glad I was patient. I know a year and a half ago, a couple of years ago, you had this idea. We talked about it a year and a half ago, and you didn't disappoint when you came out with it. It's very exciting. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you too, man. And, I'm just really looking forward to growing this company with great people like you. And, again, I think for people outside of our company, we have the ability for people to plug into some of our weekly trainings. Anybody's invited to come check us out. And I can't say this enough. We want to build an organization and a company for an agent to reach, be themselves, reach their highest levels of potential in real estate, because we both love this business. And we want people to build a profitable business at the same time. So we're very excited. Tom, thank you for doing this interview. And, we'll see where the future takes us.
I'm glad we did, because this will help alleviate a lot of people's questions and concerns, I guess. The branding is fantastic. I'm very, very proud of the branding, right?
That's
very
awesome.
Proud of everything we're doing. And you're the mastermind behind it. And I love you being my coach, and our accountability calls, everything that we're doing right now. I probably haven't been, I know I haven't been this excited in real estate ever. And I'll say that ever have that been this excited about real estate. And the energy, waking up in the morning, just the power that's behind that. And you always say, surround yourself with the best people. And they also say, don't be the smartest person in the room. And I feel like I'm in a room and I'm one of the dumbest people in the room, right? Like, I don't feel that way, really, but I feel like so many powerful people that we're involved with now. I'm proud to be here. And again, thank you for opening Brookstone. And I can't wait to get more people to join us and to see what it's all about.
Cool, brother. Talk to you soon, man.
All right, Brandon. Thanks, man.
Yep.